Step
if you're
bro,
hot.
I don't give a fuck. Step sis, fuck
but
it.
like
But
as gals of trauma, like let's just
thanks.
not do stepdad.
Bipolar, borderline person, like all these. When you get diagnosed, do they like scan your brain or do they just ask you questions?
No fucking grown ass person cuddles like this. Like nobody falls asleep like that. Okay, just like snuggle, kiss,
No, I
give
get
your
too
lovins,
hot.
and then turn the other way like grown adults.
But my therapist would be like, okay, you're in bed for 2 weeks and then you're out for 3 days. Like, let's be honest with ourselves here. Like, come on.
Which I get your perspective. You're like, hey, like I'm trying to spend time with you. That's what it is with a lot of women who want quality time and acts of service, is that you really value trying to do things together.
I was just done with him. He was an asshole. He was like an actual narcissist is his whole personality.
And the reality of it is people are not self-aware enough in order to recognize it. And so it takes multiple trials and errors and just going through, making mistakes and losing relationships to realize, oh shit, this is why.
You can also break that niche. Like it's not like the step thing. We get how popular it is, but also there's. Do I look and act like somebody who's gonna fuck my stepbrother? God no.
I don't know. You're from the South.
That's Alabama. And it's cousin fucking. Get it right. If you're gonna diss me on some shit I don't do. No, that's Alabama. We don't do that around here. No.
Welcome to Unattainable. Glad to have you with us and hope you continue to be a part of our family for the foreseeable future. And if so, please hit that subscribe button. I'm Mohammed Malay here with my incredible co-host Zach Evans and our newest guest of today, Skye and Katerina.
Hi.
How's
You
it
can just
going?
say cat. Just cat.
Just Kat.
Katerina's too many syllables.
Sure. Please introduce yourselves, where you're from, what you do, how old you are, so on and so forth. Skye, go ahead.
I'm Skye. I'm 23. I'm from LA and I do OF and mainstream porn.
I am just Kat. I'm 24. I'm from South Carolina, actually. And I also do porn.
Yeah.
Nice. Awesome. Fantastic.
I'm so talented. No.
Well, we should
Thank
for
God
you,
for me.
we should say welcome back.
Yes.
So
I'm
since the last time you were on the show, the only thing that's changed really is the
doing
fact that
mainstream
you
now.
mainstream porn.
Yeah.
So what happened? Yeah, just like kind of go over just what happened.
Okay, well, when I met her, she was interested in getting into the industry. And so I hooked her up with someone that I was good friends with. And she joined the agency and she's like, dude, I fucking love it. So I was like, okay, let me do it. Like, why not? Let me take it to the next level because I already do OF. My content's already out there. Like, I could just get more fans and people.
Oh, yeah,
to
you were.
my
Yeah, because you were
OF.
hesitant for a second.
I was hesitant for a
And I
second,
was like,
but
well,
I'm
let's
like,
just do
fuck
it.
it. It's
Let's do
literally
it.
the same thing. Just
If your cootie's out
A
there,
little
your
different.
cootie's out there. Just
Why were you hesitant?
I was hesitant because I wasn't under the impression like I got to choose like who I worked with, for example. Like my agent would be like, hey, this is the talent, this is the company, do you want this? And I would be like, yes or no. So I get to choose. I was under the impression that porn was like, this is what you're doing, like you're under a contract.
Right.
Yeah.
So okay, what is it that you don't want? Like why are you what pops out for you that makes you feel like you would want to reject someone?
Oh God,
Well,
I don't want to answer that honestly.
Why?
I mean, I can do. It's like I think something we have in common is we don't want to do the stepdad.
Oh yeah.
Like that's very much a niche that like
You don't want to do
we'll do like
stepdad
no,
stuff.
like right, like step bro is different.
Step
if you're
bro,
hot.
I don't give a fuck. Step sis, fuck
But
it.
like, as
stepdad is
gals of trauma, like let's
No
just
thanks.
not do stepdad.
Why?
just because it's weird because I have a stepdad, so I'd feel like really weird like making that kind of content.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
What if it was
Same
a
reason.
hot stepdad? Still no?
I'd rather it just be like my boss or something.
Right.
You
I've
know?
done like my friend's
Like,
stepbrother or
there's
something.
lots
instead
of other
like,
categories it can be.
You can also break that niche. Like it's not like the step thing. We get how popular it is, but also there's. Do I look and act like somebody who's gonna fuck my stepbrother? God no.
I don't know. You're from the South.
That's Alabama. And it's cousin fucking. Get it right. If you're gonna diss me on some shit I don't do. No, that's Alabama. We don't do that around here. No.
Is Alabama is it second cousins or first cousins? Or like
I
I
think
don't
it's
know.
all the
Have you watched
cousins.
Wrong Turn? Them in the incest inbreds. That's West Virginia, and that's a little too close over there. But in South Carolina, and then that whole like bottom corner like the Floridans. We don't do that over there.
You know what's crazy? So I learned this. So everybody says incest is bad because like if you have a kid, they're gonna be like mentally.
Yeah, they're gonna have
up.
like 3 kneecaps.
But turns out, based on the science, that only happens if you have incest for like 5 generations. Like if you have incest,
But I feel
once,
like that's usually how it goes.
Well, it also it depends on a lot of like it's a lot of like recessive genetics too, because a lot like in royal and like the back and everything was royal and like the Brits whatever, like in order to keep that royal bloodline, it was with cousins and siblings and everything. And then you know, you had the Mad Kings and they were like, wow, maybe it's because his wife is his sister and or his, you know, his siblings were no. Mm-hmm. And then they were like, yeah, maybe we shouldn't do that. And then they started marrying out and then just like combining other royal families instead of keeping it in the bloodline.
Yeah.
Because
like
No, but I've thought about that. Like, okay, I know all my first cousins. Like, I know who they are. Like, I would recognize them if I saw them. My second cousins, I have no fucking clue who my second cousin. Like, if I dated a girl and married her, in 20 years I found out it was my second cousin.
no,
What am I going to divorce her after 20 years because of my second cousin? I don't even know who my second cousins are.
All I can think about is
I can
that
name like
fucking
2 of them.
scene. What is it, Jonah Hill in Wall Street, where he's like, I mean, if anybody's gonna fuck my cousin, I'm gonna fuck my cousin. You think I'm gonna let you fuck my cousin? And they're like, he was like, well, what happens if your kids come out like, and he's like, oh, like, and they was like, oh, I'm just gonna drop it off on the side of the road. What? But he was like, yeah, if anybody's gonna fuck my cousin, it's gonna be me.
oh my god.
That's in Wall Street. Wall Street.
I would never fuck my first cousin, but like I don't even know my second cousin. I couldn't even like I could see my second
But your
cousin
second cousin
could
is
drop
like
off my
your
UPS
aunt's-
package. I have no idea who you are.
So your aunt's kids, those are your cousins. Your aunt.
Those are my
his
first
kids.
cousins. Those
His
are my
second
first
cousins.
cousins.
Yeah,
I don't
those
know
are
my
those are
second
first
cousins.
cousins.
I know my first cousins. That'd be fucked up. But my second cousins?
So if you
Who the
don't
fuck
know-
are you? Like,
So, but what if you did fall in love and you found out like, okay, you guys are like hard related through like an immediate
like
aunt,
second
uncle.
cousins or like first
Yeah,
It's like
cousins?
first
But
cousin.
if you found out in the long run, what would you do?
If I found it was a second cousin, I don't give a fuck. If I found it were first cousins,
I don't know.
fuck. Like, we're
I feel
already
like
married
that's hard
and shit.
because you're already in that like relationship.
To be honest with you, I don't think I'll give a fuck. If we're already in love, like if we're already married, we're like 10 years in, like what am I gonna like?
I
Oh,
think
I
that's a
found
fair
out
point.
like something.
As a
think
southerner,
it's too late at that
can't-
point.
What
I
if
can't,
you're
'cause I'm actually
engaged?
living into that thing, the whole
How
stereotype.
long have we been dating?
You've been dating for like a year, and then you're engaged now.
And I found out we're first cousins.
Your first cousins, yeah.
Fuck. Am I in love with him or in true love with him?
You're
True love.
married. What do you
True love.
mean?
No,
No,
he
he
said
said
engaged.
No, engaged.
Oh,
You're engaged. Yeah.
Well, again, you're engaged.
You engaged. You
You had
picked
to
out
love
a.
him to a
You picked out a
specific,
date.
like,
Oh
It's, you know,
god
to-
damn, that's a
to
tough one,
do it in the
man.
first
That's
place.
a really tough one. To be honest, if I'm being real honest with you,
You won't give a fuck.
It's-
Does
like-
the
it's just like a
scenario
label.
change if you have to bring them around your immediate family that knows that you're related? Then does it change?
because everybody would make fun of me.
They'd be like,
Yeah, but-
"Wow, isn't that your Aunt Cindy's kid?"
Yeah, but my family, we already flame each other for everything. So it's like, what's another, you know? Like,
So
that-
add cousin fucker
and
to
I'm
the flaming,
really,
and it's
I'm
fine.
really good at comebacks. Yeah.
Dear God.
I'd be like, well, at least like my wife's not ugly like yours. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh my
I'd have
God.
some. I'd think of some comeback. You know what I mean? I'd think of some comeback.
yeah, but like,
Oh
how
my
do you
God.
top cousin fucker?
your
Sister
wife's
fucker.
ugly. Like, would you?
Who's
Okay,
fucking their sister? Now I have questions.
would you
What
rather?
people do. What do you mean?
Yeah, but not in this scenario. We were leaving it to the cousin specifically.
Would you rather date like a baddie that you didn't know was your cousin, but you found out later, or you just settled for like an ugly girl? Like that's a tough.
I feel like
one.
there's so many more options than just the two that you're limiting yourself to. That it's like, I mean, if you have to choose one.
But like, how many people in the world?
Okay, but does the one that's not related to you have personality? Like, I'm trying to get away from this cousin fucking at any point. Like, I couldn't. I couldn't.
But if you
Yeah,
didn't
like,
know
does
it
the
was your
baddie have
cousin, how would you
personality?
know?
But like, if I had if you don't know, you don't know. Like, obviously,
Yeah, yeah.
you know, you're exempt by ignorance. But if you did find out, it's just like it would eat me up to know something. Just because I feel like once you know, then morals come in.
But have you been in love?
I have
So then,
actually.
imagining that person that you were in love with
Mhm.
being your cousin.
We would have to find it, like, we would have to go separate ways
Really?
because that's just,
So I would argue you've never been in love then.
I think I have. I know I have. But I also know what it's like to be in love and make better choices, even being in like you don't have to accept everything just because you're in love.
Yeah, what if you're in love with your sister? Would you date your sister?
See? Like love is
I would never
can be
date
situational.
that close. No matter if I was dating a girl for 20 years, I found out she was my sister. Nah, that's sister is too far.
Yeah.
Cousin, it's
That's
like,
where you draw the
how
line.
much do you really hang out with your cousins?
Wait,
Well,
How
I
much
hang
do
out
you
with
see your
mine.
cousins?
I like my
Christmas,
cousins.
Thanksgiving.
No,
I like
I'm
my
with
cousins.
all of my cousins all the
Like, how much do you
holidays.
really hang out with them?
yeah, but
You know?
somebody could also be your sister that you've never hung out with and you didn't know.
Yeah,
So
but
what
I
if
see
you
my
started
sister all
dating?
the time.
Yeah, but if you started dating your sister without knowing that this is your sister,
Like, let's say like you were adopted, you know, and you're like you come across.
Well, if it's adopted, it's not your blood sister.
No, what if you were adopted, but you found like some way, like the universe ends up putting your biological siblings in your path, but you didn't know.
I wouldn't like them anyway.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I
Wouldn't like them anyway.
Yeah. Like that, I would like them as a person, morally, but not like as a sexual.
I feel like
partner.
also you'd be like, you're a little too like me. Like, why are we so much in common?
Yeah, but I like people that are like me because I'm the best.
I don't like when you have too much in common.
I do.
I don't. Like,
No.
I like,
balance.
yeah, a good common, what's the word
I
I'm
wouldn't be.
looking for?
I wouldn't be with somebody that was
like
exactly,
a lot
I
in
would annoy
common,
the fuck out
but
of
then
myself.
something's not in common, so you have like different things to talk about.
It's a dynamic.
Because if you have too much of the same interests, I feel like what do you have to yourself?
The problem is I like people who are smart, funny, attractive, good-looking, smart, funny, and attractive. So
and you think that you were all of those things?
So I
so you're
yeah, I
just
can't.
kidding.
If I like opposite people, then I would like ugly dummies. You know.
Well, no, I feel like it's gonna
With
like
rocks for
those
brains.
are
Those are like
Those are,
more
like-
standards.
those are like very common standards. Yeah, it's like the like if you had very niche interests, would you like want those to yourself, or would you be like, damn, it's kind of cool that she likes that too? But then like now you can't do those things by yourself because you do them together. Like Dungeons and Dragons. Oh my god, I love D&D. Wow, she loves
It'd be
D&D too.
cool
Now
to
I can't
do
go to all my
some
D&D
things
games all by
together, but
myself
not
because like fuck,
everything.
you know,
I see. I
like
see.
a random like common
like you still
interest
want
can be too
individuality
much.
in a relationship.
Yeah.
It's
what
like
if
you didn't
she's-
like D&D before we got together.
What
Like,
if she's a
let me find
mage,
something else
which
to
is
do.
like the worst character, and then like you're bringing a mage to your fucking dungeon?
What do you got against mages?
I mean, they're like the kind of pussy character. Like, be a.
I'm a
fucking-
bard, so I wouldn't know.
what the fuck is
I
a bard?
don't know any of these things.
Bards are like
I don't either. I was making a joke about
Really?
nerds.
Oh my god.
Well, oopsie. I'm a chaotic neutral bard. So
What the fuck is a bard?
a bard is like nature and like instrumentally inclined to like a bard. Like one of my talents I used to have was that I could use nature and
Are you
instruments.
talking about World of Warcraft or
World of Warcraft and D&D are extremely similar. Leagues of Legends, like Skyrim, like all of those like open world games, like they have a ton of shit in common.
Oh,
but the thing
okay.
with D&D is it was first. It was like the all imagination.
So that's
don't
what
need
you're
a
doing
board.
D&D.
I love D&D, but I don't do it anymore.
So you're like the OG. You don't fuck with what
I've
these
dungeon
the
mastered
new
a few
nerds are
times.
doing. You did like the OG nerd shit. Not like the
I
new.
used to sit around like twice a week with like a bunch of old friends. We would smoke, we would
No
drink, we'd have all
way.
the snacks. No, I'm dead.
I did not
I
know
took you
this.
to my house in South Carolina. I don't know if I showed you, but I have my D&D book with like all my stats, my levels, my scores. You have like
I even talk. How did I not know this?
remember, like I make jokes all the time that I'm a chaotic neutral person.
So
Yeah.
would you
from
date?
Oh,
Would you
okay.
date a guy that was into D&D?
Yeah, I would.
No, you don't lie to me.
I would.
I
oh
like
my God.
nerds.
Every girl likes fake nerds.
There's a different. Are you talking about like I live in my mom's basement?
Yeah,
nerd?
that's
or like
Those are the
or like
real nerds.
Or like
no, they're not.
or
Girl-
like, hey,
girl,
let's
here's your
make-
every girl.
Let's like once or twice
I
a
just
month. Let's
like
go
people
make a
who
friend group to go
like
do
to
something that we have in
game.
common with, which is kind of like contradicting what I just said. But if both of our entire personalities are based around a Dungeons and Dragons thing, okay, maybe we're gonna want to find things to separate ourselves and have other likenesses. But if you find like, I'd be like, I wouldn't mind somebody that would come to a D&D game with me.
But I'm saying like, girls like the guy who's a male model, except he wears glasses and he's a little bit shy, and they're like, he's a nerd. I'm like, this guy is not a nerd. He's a fake nerd. He's stealing
No, I
the
mean
title
like
of a nerd.
actually into nerdy shit.
No, nerds.
It would take someone with nerdy characteristics to point out a proper nerd.
Right.
Nerds.
Like if you're spending 15 hours on League of Legends and I'm like, yeah, that's my people.
Yeah.
Like
I
this
used
will sit
to
around and sims all day.
I
We
would
were like,
sim for like
yeah.
16 hours straight growing up.
I had a girl make
Versus
a
like,
Sims
what am I going to sit
character
around
of
and watch
me.
somebody play Valorant? Like,
Did she
no.
burn it?
Did she what?
Did she burn it?
No, she sent it to me. She was like, I made a Sims character of you.
I wonder what she did with it. Did she lock it in the basement?
What?
The Sims character.
She made
I
a
would
Sims
drown
character
mine.
of
I would
me.
like make a pool and then put them in the pool and take the ladder away.
That's fucked
Chaotic
up.
neutral, because sometimes I'll be like, here, make your
No,
meal,
that's
like have a
literally
very
what people-
specific
you can
daily
do whatever you
routine,
want with the sim.
or it's like also I'm gonna make you kill yourself. It's fun, whatever.
Sounds like a sociopath narcissist.
It's called chaotic neutral. You never know.
Explain that.
Chaotic neutral.
Yeah.
You have chaotic evil, chaotic good, chaotic neutral, but then there's other ones that aren't chaotic, but I can't think of what they are.
You're naming a bunch of different things,
Me
but you're
being
not
chaotic
explaining
neutral
what chaotic
in
neutral
life,
is.
it's a D&D reference, but it just means that like everything I do, and you can attest, it is chaos through and through, whether it's good or bad. It's like I could very much like want to give this money to this random stranger that I've seen on the street, but also like I could be the same person in the same breath driving by and say, get the fuck out of the street, you fucking like it's a neutral. It's good and bad, but everything is with full send.
Yeah, there's a
matter
psychological term for it.
Psycho? Socio?
Bipolar.
Yes. Except I have something that stems with that, but it's completely different from that. I have BPD diagnosed. I'm not one of those self-diagnosed people. So
What's BPD?
I'm the one with bipolar.
it's a borderline personality disorder. So like the person you're meeting right now could very much not have been the same me that you met when we were at dinner, or like even on the way here today. I was like not
feeling it.
I was like, I don't fucking want to do this. I want to
So-
go home. But like also it's
Yeah.
just it's more than just that. It's like it's easier to talk about things that I like than things that I am. I feel like BPD and high key sociopathic tendencies are like very similar, because you can morph who you are, who you want to be, what you want to be portrayed as. But then like if you've known somebody long enough, like she sees all of it. She sees
The whole
the
enchilada.
genuine, like you're not pretending to be anything. You're not I call it faking the funk. When I leave my house and I put my face on and I look like this, it's called faking the funk. I need to be a certain somebody when I'm out in public versus do we even have a word?
Yeah,
Like there's like, for example, I am Katarina to everybody that knows me, other than this one and the people at home
I know
who
Kat.
Caitlin is.
Well, I'm not allowed to
I
tell
don't
you that.
like that does, she doesn't exist unless like at home when I don't have to have a face and a certain composure, because just like LA and everything else, like it's just, but it's not something I do on purpose. I don't go out and like try to like on purposely
it just happens.
morph anything. It's just like I know that I want to have a different like decorum about myself, but it can be completely random all the time. If I had walked in here, I guess being truthfully with different clothes on, I could have had a different personality that shined through.
Yeah.
Like
Here-
if I
here's
had
my
like my
question.
sweatshirt and my slides or whatever, I just been
'Cause
like whatever.
I've always been curious about like bipolar, borderline person, like all these. When you get diagnosed, do they like scan your brain, or do they just ask you questions?
No, it's
it
more
takes
like
years of like
questionnaires
testing.
and like you go through certain testing. So like it's a lot of questionnaires and stuff. Recently I went to a psychologist, not for the bipolar part, but for like ADHD and learning disabilities. So it was just a lot of like questionnaires and filling things out, answering things, and then like there was this one game that I had to play where I would like press a button
I
with
remember.
a letter. It was 15 minutes long. At the end of it, I'm just like, get this fucking
But like
over
every
with.
way that you react is how it like if
Right.
you had like let's say like
It
really high
records
OCD, it would have noticed your intent of like paying extreme attention and finishing it through. If you don't have that and you are more ADHD, like you're gonna quickly be bored of it because it was a very repetitive.
Right.
It knew like the test was designed to do that. But I didn't have those tests.
But I figured out I was bipolar, I think, at 19 or 20. And my therapist was like, because I would be super manic and like excited and talk really fast and spend all my money and do crazy
Which now
shit.
everybody calls you states of euphoria. Manic is now like a whole
Whatever
different
the fuck you
description.
want to
It's
call
wild.
it. But my therapist would be like, okay, you're in bed for 2 weeks and then you're out for 3 days. Like, let's be honest with ourselves here. Like, come on. So that's how I got diagnosed. And then I saw a psychiatrist and now I'm medicated.
Yeah. You can't like just go to the doctor a couple of times and be like, oh, I think I have BPD. Like it has to be throughout.
That was years
it's
of
usually,
therapy.
It's usually months to years worth of testing, because every time that you go in, it's noticing and documenting like the different
Right.
personalities that are shining through. Most people with BPD and bipolar can fake the tests every time
Yeah.
and pass with flying colors, and
Yeah.
it freaks people. They're like, oh, you're absolutely fine.
I like
That's
to
why
be
it takes
honest.
so long, because your psychiatrist and your therapist needs to see every up and down and how quickly
And they need to work
come.
together.
So they work together to be like, okay, this person is able to come in when they're feeling good and fake it.
Right.
Like there's no symptoms, and that's when you're on your euphoria high. You're
Mhm.
manic. You're the best version of yourself. So it's going to take time for them to calculate like, oh, this is your low.
Right.
Like, oh,
And
you're gonna be homeless in like 3 days. You went real low. So
like,
it's
do you
yeah.
think that those kinds of things, because like when you're describing like, oh, I feel like a different person sometimes, I'm around these people, I dress differently, I feel differently. Like I feel that too, but probably to a much lower extent than you feel it. Like do you think it is borderline personality? Do you feel like it's like we're all on some kind of gradient curve and then you're just like really far this way, or is it like a separate complete category of like there's like a switch that you turn on in your brain that
yes,
has
but
made
I
you,
don't turn it on.
Not that's turned
What
on.
if
I should say.
I have a tendency of completely absorbing a personality around me. When I first met her, I was immediately like, okay, I want to be just like you.
Yeah.
And it was LA girl, LA girl, LA girl, LA girl. And then the next, and that's not a bad thing. I come from a whole different side of the country. So like I wanted to be a part of that. And then I come around more people and I want to completely engulf myself in that. And then I do subconsciously to the point where it's like, okay,
You're like mirroring.
who are you? That's exactly, I think that's what it's called. It's
Yeah.
mirroring what I see. So like everybody's nonchalant, listen, chilling. Like out of nowhere, my brain can just, and I don't mean to, like, I don't know it. It's just, it has
Subconscious.
It's just subconsciously mirroring a personality.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like in your brain, it's because like you don't know which version of you want to be. Because what if it's not accepted? What if it's not liked? What if it doesn't fit in? The best case scenario, if my brain's thinking Darwinism, adapt. My brain is constantly in a survival mode to adapt to what's around me so that I don't get kicked out of a bunch. But it's not in a like pick me, choose me, be my friend me. It's like it's a defense mechanism.
I see.
And it also for like moving all the time and being around different people all the time. It's just like, you know, and then also the culture shock of moving from there to here. It's like, okay, I have to adapt quickly. Southern me is not going to make it if I don't harden that shell and I'm like calculating the way that people are around me to just be like, okay,
also,
this is how you do it.
It's nice that you haven't changed you since coming here, because a lot of people come here and just actually like change their whole shit. And they're a completely different person. They're pretending to be somebody they're not. Like deep down, they know who they are. But
that's that facade, and a lot of people can see through that.
Sometimes, but some people like believe their facade and they actually start like living in it.
That is true.
You know, we know people like that.
I know many people like that. Honestly.
So, okay. What would you guys say is the common denominator between the two of you and the fact that you both do porn, or that you got into doing porn?
Like within our friendship? Like
just
the denominator,
what
makes
you
us
think,
different, or what makes
that you think is you think is the cause of the fact that you do porn.
I knew mine from the get-go. I was in the industry before OnlyFans was a thing. I was like camming, and I actually thought I saw an ad that was like, yeah, be a promo model. And I was like, oh my God, I'm going to go to like a NASCAR race and like wear those Monster Energy drink jackets. And they were like, yeah, no, here's your check. You're going to get on a camera and like just flash a titty. And I was like, I saw the check, and then little Southern bumpkin me was like, sales, all right. Sorry, Mom, I know you said no red lipstick, but here it goes.
I feel like I've always been a very like overly sexual person, so I've just been like embracing that.
Yeah, either you're hesitant or you're not. Like you just at some point.
Because like as soon as I turned 18, that OnlyFans was on.
But OnlyFans helped.
Yeah.
Too in general, like just if you're already there.
But the question is, what do you think is common in your personality traits that has led you
Maybe being, like,
to want to do it?
To things like we're open to change and new things and what's happening in the moment.
I don't think there's a lot of difference in what made us choose it, but I do think having each other, like maybe it doesn't have to be a common denominator. Maybe it's just. I'm taking my. See, maybe you might have to word that differently.
Here's
find
interesting.
The answer you're seeking.
I'm
not sure.
I was talking to somebody a couple of days ago who was also in porn, and what I've noticed with a lot of women who do porn is that you're very sexually reserved when it comes to the men outside of work.
Nope, not for me.
What do you mean by that?
One night stands.
I don't do that.
You don't do that. Do you do that?
I have before.
I have, but I don't like
it. But you
it.
don't do it.
No, I don't prefer
but that's what's ironic, right?
Well, am I gonna fuck for free on a one night stand, or am I gonna fuck this guy one time and get $1,100 for it?
Well, I mean, you could do both. I mean, the two are mutually exclusive.
Why would I do that when I have
Also,
the other
that
option.
means you have to go out and meet people.
I know.
And we're like,
Well, you don't have to go and meet people. People meet you all the time.
I prefer a connection. I prefer, like, in my real personal life, I prefer a connection. Not everyone on set you're gonna have that crazy connection with.
Right. Which is very common with people who do porn. So, because they all say the same thing.
Oh.
Which is ironic considering your
I know. But
your career path.
it's easy for me to, like,
I
differentiate.
love my job and I have
I don't know if
an
it's
intimate
ironic though,
relationship.
because it's like, okay, I'm picturing like if I did
It's
porn,
easy
right?
for me to separate the two.
What do you mean it's easy for you to separate the two?
Like, work and then, like, my personal, like, pleasure life. Like, yeah, I can enjoy work, but it's like a whole different level when you're, like, for example, in love with somebody. Like,
Sure, but what you said in the beginning was that you got into you started OnlyFans because you were very sexual.
Yeah.
Right.
I was very sexually, like, explorative before doing, like, OnlyFans and stuff.
Mhm.
But after doing it, I'm like, why am I fucking these random people for free? Like, I could be making money doing it and then on my own time have a real connection with somebody.
Like, imagine every day they're just throwing baddies at you, and then after you bang them, they give you money, and then you go to the bar,
And you can use that for clout and post it,
and you can use it for
Yeah.
which
clout.
makes you more money.
And then
Right.
you go to the club, and some like 6.5 is making you work for it. You're
Right.
like, bitch, I get paid for this.
No, literally.
Are you gonna
That's-
really like go
that's
bang
what you're at.
random
That's what
strangers?
very
I'm
much where you're
at.
at.
That's literally what
I
That's
I'm
kind of
what
get
I'm
that.
saying.
I kind of get
Okay,
that.
For
thank
sure.
you.
For sure. I
So,
just love my job.
I'll
how
probably
do,
still do it though.
what makes
To be
you
honest.
what makes you two similar? What have you noticed about each other that you think is like makes you alike?
It's really deep, honestly. Like,
It
we would
is.
joke and say that there was like a common
Trauma.
It's not even trauma. It's not even worth calling it trauma. There was a common disinterest at first because we did not like each other at first, but
Right.
through it made us stronger. But
Right.
even if that hadn't happened and we still crossed paths, there's just like a level of acceptance of everything that she was before I met her and everything that I was before that, you know, she met me.
Mhm.
That it's like she said the other night on the phone, like, I was just so upset and I was talking to a friend and they had asked her, like, you know, I heard that you guys were having a falling out. Like, what changed? And she was like, just her being her and everything that she came with her
Mhm.
is
That's
enough
enough.
for me.
It's enough for me.
And like we bicker, we tell each other to fuck off all the time. Like we'll
Yeah.
literally be like we'll have to spend
We
like
get
30
mad
minutes
at
in the
each
same
other.
room and not look and talk to each other because she's like, you're doing too
You're
much.
pissing me off right now.
And then like
You're
in the
talking
car
too
on the way
much.
here, she's like, are you okay? And I'm like, I'm fine.
I was like, okay,
Just, like,
I'm
give me a minute.
Gonna leave her the fuck alone
Like
right
we're
now.
we're actually ironically very opposite. I'm extremely high functioning, just up there all the fucking time, and
Am
she's
I
just
low
like
functioning?
chill. You're just like quieter. You're just more chill. You're not like like I don't ever fucking stop. And it's got to the point where she's, and this is what I think I love the most is that she'll just tune it out if it has nothing to do with her.
Yeah.
And I will talk to myself so often that she doesn't even notice it. Like I'm just going. I don't sit
I'll be
down.
like, what?
And I'll be like, do you not hear me? She's like, oh, I thought you were talking to yourself.
Because she does it so often. I'm like,
And
I
like
don't- I
that's
can't.
perfectly. That's what I need as a person. But then it's also for her. It's,
We are
can
different
spend
in that
together.
way, yeah.
We can spend days together. But when it's time for just quiet time and just to exist in each other's like
Oh, yeah.
space, we can do that too. And it has nothing to do with our jobs. It has nothing to do with how we met. It's just the dynamic of she accepts all of the and then it's when she's like, all right, Kat, I need you to shut up because I need shut up time. And I'm like, all right, cool. I can do this for you. And I'm like
remember
itching the whole time.
We were
I'm like,
laying in my bed.
can I talk now?
and you were, and you
Can I
were
talk
like,
now?
we were laying in my bed, and you like kept asking me like little questions every
About
5
TikTok.
minutes.
I was like, look
yeah,
at a
you
TikTok.
were like, look at this TikTok, look at this, and I said,
I'm
I
having-
need quiet
You
time.
were like, I'm having quiet time. She wouldn't even turn the TV on. She was like, I'm having quiet time. And I'm like, how was I supposed to know? You didn't fucking say anything. I'm like sitting over there scrolling.
and then we'd look at each other and start talking again.
Like, it just works. But there's also a lot of things that we do in common that works, like our jobs. So we do have things to talk about that we can
Right.
relate to. But we're also very separate people and we talk about a whole array of things and just find.
Would you ever work together?
No.
Nope.
Why is that?
We actually have. I won't. Disclose
I asked that question
the
because I
problem.
know the answer to that question was no. So
But there's a thing about it. We will only under our own circumstances,
Right.
which is why we won't do it mainstream. But we're totally okay with like kind of in a way teasing the internet because they know that we're together all the time
Mhm.
anyways. Like we could work together under certain circumstances with another person, but we wouldn't do a full intimate thing because for us and how much we know each other and do love each other,
Yeah.
we might fall in love and then we're gonna hate each other.
Fuck around, find out.
Just
I'm not
truth
gonna
be
find
told,
out.
like we would like we all like I'm her husband. Like we say it all the time.
No, we have like a husband-wife dynamic.
Like as the husband, even though the wife's supposed to do it,
You
like I will
cook and
cook
you
for her, I clean
clean.
for her. She's never opened a door in my presence. I will carry everything of groceries,
She
like
carries
all the time.
big waters for me.
Everything, like everything that somebody should do for their partner, I do. And then she gives me that like solace of just soft and listening and understanding. And no matter what's going on, she's that like soft hand that's like,
I'm that good lazy wife.
like it really is a really good dynamic. So that if there was ever any emotions in, like the second I feel like sex is involved, it's like, fuck, it's even better than we thought.
Right. I know
And then
you
it's
can't.
like, and then we're just because of who we are, like we just couldn't. But we've actually talked about it like too many times because our agent will call us and be like, "You guys want to do this set together?" And we're like, "Ask us in a year." It's like,
Do you remember when like we first met and you were sleeping in my bed and I had a sex dream about you?
and we laughed about it because I don't even cuddle her. We slept in the same bed, and I shit you not, 6 months? Honestly, we've slept in the bed consistently for 6 months together. And then even now when we go to hang out at each other's house, we don't cuddle. I don't I've just now gotten to the point where like I'll touch her foot with my foot. Cause like I don't know how to do that, but like I love you, here's my foot.
Yeah. We play
Like
footsies.
that's it. Not even like cutesy, like her foot, and then I'm like,
No, mine's like still.
I'll like give her a toe.
I'm chilling.
And then I'm like, all right, you're really fucking like burning me up. And then we have like pillows in between us and everything. And I like face the wall really tightly.
And I face
But
the
it's
other
just
way.
natural. Like, I don't know.
Are you the same with when it comes to your dating?
Yeah, honestly.
You're the
like,
same with
in
guys.
the beginning of my relationship that I'm in now, like there was a lot of cuddling, but also like no fucking grown ass person cuddles like this. Like nobody falls asleep like that. Okay, just like snuggle, kiss,
No, I
give
get
your
too
love,
hot.
and then turn the other way like grown adults. Oh my
No,
god.
I agree with you.
Like,
on
what
that.
the
You
fuck?
can't
I can't
sleep
cuddle
and
all
cuddle
night
at the
long.
same
But like
time.
I still give a foot. Or like if I
Yeah.
know that he's restless, I'm like pat. And then I'll like go back to my side. Because like also I don't want your breath in my breath. I like I
Get on my
sleep hot.
face.
She sleeps hot.
I sleep hot.
My boyfriend sleeps really fucking hot. So I'm just like, and then there's also like 2 cats in between us. She has 2 cats.
Mhm.
I have 2 cats. Me and my boyfriend have 2 cats in between us all the time. Me and her have the 2 cats. So there's too much heat.
in the bed.
And I'm already not a touchy person. Like I do hug. I'm a big hugger. And I said that when I walked in, when I meet people, like naturally I want to hug you. Hi, my name is Kat. But like intimately,
I
like
feel
it's
So-
enough for you, which is crazy. 'cause my
Physical
boyfriend
touch is
I'm the
It is
same
not.
way.
your
physical
fifth.
touch is not, and it's crazy because that is my boyfriend's, and I have to like I will spaz, like I'll get so overwhelmed by touch that I'm like I can't.
Well, don't
when,
you?
I just
when
stand there
someone
like,
touches
"Get
me
away, go
too
away."
often, I get like very overstimulated. Very
That's
easily.
probably the word. I'm
Don't
looking
you guys think that that's because of your job?
for. No.
You
I was
think
like
you've
that way
always
No,
before.
been
because
this
I've
way?
always been like that.
But it helps because in your job, there, unless it's specific to a scene, which is not likely to be a romantic scene, there isn't any of that. No
Right.
porn that you've ever watched starts off with like a genuine cuddle and like sensational. It's usually like a, like, oh my god,
Now
your cock's
pull your
so
dick out.
big. Like, oh. Like, it's not like, how was your day, honey? How was work? Like genuinely, like,
Because then
honey,
you
like, that's not how it works.
skip.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
And then like being in porn itself is just like ironically like every time you think it's going good, you have to stop, legs up. They're like cut. And you're like,
Right. Like it was just starting
like
to feel nice.
it's so funny. It's so stop and go. Like it's not at all in any way like being intimate with somebody in real life.
Right.
Like I'm giggling and making jokes the whole time. Like some guy that I worked with a while back, he went to like choke me and I laughed and I was like, fuck, I'm not supposed to do that. Because they were like, he's supposed to be like taking charge of you right now. And I'm like, oops. And they're like, cut.
I know,
So I
because
was
in
like,
real
it's
life,
not-
I'm like, yes.
Right. So it's all specifically catered to a scene.
But don't you
Never
think that like
romantic.
throws off? Are these guys always like
No, it
like
boosts-
taking pills?
Not all the time. Like some of them are
No.
just really, really good at their jobs, but I feel like
Well, I mean, how good can you be at your job to just stay hard when somebody's giggling at you?
if they're equally as freak, then there's a reason they're in porn. They like that and it
I
pushes them
suppose
forward.
you have to
But
be like
also like for the scene,
extremely.
the girl is not typically ever freak. Especially our category right now. We're very much the like young teeny bopper, like, oh my god, I've never done this before, and we're like tatted up.
I was
Like, yeah, I'm 18. I'm gonna lose my
My-
virginity. I've got a naked bitch on my arm right now. Like, I'm
My-
totally 18 on my birthday, losing my virginity right now.
my
Like,
double cream pie team ski. I was the college freak. I invited the 2 guys over.
no, I had to do. I had
Wait,
I had a two-
go into this. Wait, what?
It was same.
I had the giggles on set so bad because me and the 2 other talent were like vibing so hard and just like having fun and whatever that like the scene where I opened the door, we couldn't keep a straight face. And then fucking Josh kept like making like funny faces. Like as the camera's on me, it's on the back of his head. I couldn't stop laughing. And the director's like, this is not good.
No,
I was
it's
like, I'm
funny.
so sorry.
You have to get the giggles out before. Like you have to
I was
like.
Wait,
getting
is this
them
like a
out
common
on
thing
set.
on a porn set? Like people like giggle at each other?
Because it's
Yes.
normal. Like
It's like fun.
It's not,
And if you vibe with
it
somebody,
is-
you're
it's-
having a good time.
I
work
guess,
is just
yeah.
work, and we're able to like. I show up on set, and I'm like just like her. Like I'm getting all the giggles, all the jokes out now. Like what's up, step bro? It's not even a step bro scene. And like just anything random, you gotta get all the giggles out because the second the camera
and get
rolls,
comfortable with the person.
there's also sometimes there isn't any stop and go.
right.
You have to get it all.
It's all just
all
one.
at once.
Whew, those are hard.
Which are the hard ones.
Those are hard.
Because you have to commit to that character without any cuts.
Right.
Because that's also genuinely what it is. Like that's also another thing I feel like I've talked before about relationships and work. The difference is it is a full character.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter how good and how real it looks like. It's a character.
It's
you
a
have
character.
a skit. I know who I have to be.
I know what I gotta pretend to do.
And no matter how
whatever.
opposite it is of what you are, like you have to commit. It is acting.
Yeah.
There's just also some fucking in
Full
between. But
actress.
imagine it's fucking that you don't like. It's not at all your style. Not at all your type. You have to make it look good. You're getting paid to act.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody likes reverse doggy. That shit where they're like this and like he's behind her and there's like
Oh, and
Yeah,
you
I
have to
actually
like
don't like
nobody
that
fucking
either,
likes
yeah.
that.
that.
Oh
I
my god,
actually
it's
don't
the
like
biggest
that.
thing in the world. And the
It's
whole
so
time we're like,
much legwork.
yeah, it's so good. Nobody fucking does that in real life.
I don't even like watching that.
It's
If-
miserable.
if I
No,
watch
everybody
porn.
skip. Nobody watches the skits either. The whole intro, it's like, yeah,
I skip that.
I
when
met
watch
my
porn.
my dad's
Give me the good
coworker
shit.
today.
Oh,
my
yeah.
god, like the whole
Yeah.
voiceovers, and then it like skips to just like that scene, and it's like skip. Most people honestly don't even watch the porn. They just jerk off to the fucking skipping. They're like, I like this part. Skip. I
Yes,
like this part.
yes.
Skip. I like this part.
That's
And they're
me.
like, yeah, that's it. That's gonna do it. That's gonna do it. You're like, fuck. What did I just land on? Swipe out of all of your fucking privates.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, that's enough.
Swipe all the tabs.
I was like,
out,
whoa,
literally.
we
clear
went in a
history.
little deep down this rabbit hole.
Yeah.
I mean, I
that's-
just watch porn for the dialogue and character development mostly. Yeah.
if I want to do it, most of the I remember when Reddit was a thing.
It's still a thing.
No, Tumblr.
Oh,
Reddit is
Tumblr
still
gifts.
I was
a
like,
thing.
I
Tumblr
love
gifts
Reddit.
as a teenager I used to get it, but that's why I'm like, now I
Tumblr
don't even have
had
to
the
watch
best
porn. I can just
Tumblr
watch
had the
trailers
best
and I'm
fucking
like,
porn. I
haha.
swear to God.
Uh-huh.
Nobody watches the whole video. What we're trying to say is nobody watches the whole video because nobody cares about all the
Well, it
details in it.
depends, I suppose, but yeah.
I guess.
Elaborate.
Most people, there's nothing for me to elaborate. I'm
What
just
does
saying,
it
like,
depend? What
does
is
it
like the
depend?
long scenes that
like
you
how
like?
long it takes you, you know?
So do you like to come when the actress comes?
Are you asking me personally?
Yes.
Oh, what's the question?
Because I was like, nobody watches the whole scene anyways. You're like, depends. So elaborate. What is the dependent that makes you want to watch the whole
Well,
thing?
first, it depends on the quality of the porn.
Yeah. So do you like cinematic or do you like the jokey? Like there's a whole.
Why
thing
are we
called-
asking me questions about what I like in porn?
Why not? You're asking us.
You're asking us.
It's different.
No, it's not.
I'm not a porn star.
So
Listen, everybody watches it, and you like and don't like what you do.
Not everybody watches
we're
porn.
making him
But do you?
uncomfortable.
I mean, not recently. I haven't watched porn in a very long time.
When you did. Though. I'm just kidding.
When I
If you don't want
did,
to talk about it, you don't have to. We're not gonna.
no, I could. But when I did watch porn, what did I like? It's hard to say. Like, I became desensitized to it after a while, and that's pretty much why I stopped watching it. Like it like I started to realize that like it wasn't really doing anything anymore, and I would sit there for like 45 minutes and just like
Oh damn.
nothing. And
That's fair. That's
Yeah.
common,
Yeah,
I think.
that's fair.
And it had gotten to a point where it's just like I had seen all the categories of everything, and just like it was too it was too fake.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, that's what my
Sometimes-
question was earlier. Was like, do you like the
The
cinematic, ones
cinematic or
versus
like
the like you can tell it's
That was
fake.
the other problem. Like even like the acting is not that good. So even if you're trying to get into something where you could like imagine a storyline, you know, somebody would walk in and be like, "Oh, so what is the no?" And I'm
that's on
like,
purpose,
"What the
which
fuck?"
I
which
like
is
the
what
good
really sucks.
quality where
Is that's on purpose?
It
Like they're
looks
told to
homemade.
not make it look genuine. There's a porn genuine versus a
Who
genuine.
says they like that? I don't understand.
It's what sells. That's
is.
different. Like it's what's like.
But does it? But
there's
see,
a
that's
joke,
the thing.
There's a joke that's called like the Brazzers O. When you take pretty girls, it's like your pictures, right? Or you have like sex stills, and they're like orgasm face, orgasm face. The joke is like the Brazzers O is the oh my god, I'm coming. Like nobody looks like that,
Right.
or like you have like your cosplay girlies that are like nobody actually comes like that, but it's like that's where they're like porn act versus actually act. So there's like a cinematic porn, which is like genuine. Right. You're not told how to do it.
What guys are like? Oh, this is turning me on so much because they're like really over the top and like fake and like
those nerds we were talking about that are in their mom's basement at 30 playing
here.
League of Legends.
Like
it's those guys.
Really?
I think it's the fantasy. It's the fantasy aspect of it because they can like see that in their head.
Wouldn't your fantasy want to be like something that you would think would happen? You know what I mean? As opposed to like a fantasy that's like
it could happen.
Seems
though.
fake. You know what I mean?
I almost fucked my old maintenance man in my first apartment.
Why almost?
Wait. Tell.
I've
Left
never
turn.
told this before.
That was so out
like
of left field.
it's realistic because like it could happen. Like I almost did it.
Like
he was
fantasy,
a sexy
like it was...
Latino man, and like we just kind of vibed. And he was like, "Next time I could bring tequila." And I never went through with it because I was like, "Wait, this man knows like where I live. Like that's kind of creepy." So I just like I never hit him back up, and he wasn't creepy about it. He like stopped talking to me as well, but I almost
that could be another thing about the whole like who would actually do that is like the fantasy of like I think porn also allows things that aren't stereotypically okay.
Let's back up. Okay. Hold on. What? First of all, you moved into this place.
Yeah.
And then you needed something fixed.
Yeah.
This guy shows up.
I think it was like my dishwasher or something.
Of course. What else could it be? What else could it be? Skye is stuck in the dishwasher.
It was my first apartment. I love that place so much.
Okay. So you're stuck in the dishwasher. He walks in. What happens?
I mean, I wasn't stuck in the dishwasher. It just broke. So I like showed him. He fixed it. And I was like, thanks. And he kind of was like looking at me a certain way. And I was looking at him a certain way. And then like after he left, I texted him. So
saying what?
Hey, can you clean my pipes?
I was like, I don't remember exactly what I said. I wish I still had the text. But I think I said something along the lines of like, you're attractive or something.
Okay. So straightforward.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I'm very straightforward when it comes to
I was
things
going to
like
say, oh no, it broke again.
He's
like cussing. He's like cussing. I'm like, fuck the stupid ass bitch. I'm not fucking dishwasher. We shouldn't use the dishwasher.
Interesting. I think it's funny because I think for a guy, I mean, I would assume he doesn't get those texts often.
Right.
So it's kind of interesting because I think in his mind, he's probably thinking to himself, okay, how can this go wrong? Can I lose my job because of this? You know?
That's a good point, but I think a lot of men think with their other head most of the time.
It really depends, I suppose. It depends on
the
circumstances.
And, yeah, all that.
If he's married, if he has a girlfriend, all these things.
Right. You didn't even care to ask any of those things. You're like, you're so hot. Like, thanks for.
He didn't have a ring on his finger.
Like they wear them all the time, anyways.
They should.
Maybe he didn't want to lose it in the dishwasher.
Yeah, that's smart.
That's why if I ever get married, bitch, you're getting that shit tattooed. You can't take it off. Jesus.
Then what if you divorce?
I don't know. I
don't know. Okay, what's
if I'm gonna get married, together. Like I'm gonna get married and I'm gonna make the shit work. Unless you're like a horrible fucking person, but like that's what prenups are for.
It's like what if
the husband?
What if we stop being friends? What are you gonna do with our tattoo? If we stop being friends,
I'm gonna keep that shit because that's good memories.
Okay, cool. Okay, so that's pretty much what I was asking.
So you get married and your husband says no more porn.
Well, I feel like if I were to get married, I wouldn't be like in the industry.
Oh, so you would actually get out before you got married?
Yeah, like I'd make my bank because like porn isn't my end all. Like I'm gonna do vet tech. Like I'm going to school in the fall. So
you're gonna do what?
Vet tech. Like
veterinary technician.
Veterinary technician.
It's interesting because it kind of gives me flashback of the last time you were on the podcast.
Yeah.
Which is pretty much that's what you said.
And she's still doing it.
When it comes to doing what?
She's still doing the vet tech. She's still in school for vet tech.
No, that's not what she said that time.
Oh, what did I say? I don't even remember. It's been a long time.
Well, I do. I remember.
What did I say?
You said, at the time you were doing makeup.
Oh.
You were going to makeup school.
Yeah.
And so
I dropped out. It wasn't for me.
You said the exact same words that's OnlyFans is not end all be all for me.
No, it's not. But it's only been like a couple years.
But then you upgraded.
I did.
to
But I can't
porn.
upgrade even more. Where would I go?
Well,
Well, I mean, there are, I suppose.
well.
There are other paths.
Okay. Well, yeah, like I do have my own goals and things like that.
So now this time is vet neck.
Yeah, because vet neck?
Isn't that what you said?
Vet
Vet
tech?
Vet tech.
I'm
Vet neck. No, like I'm still young. I'm still
Redneck.
figuring out exactly what I want to do. But I do know that like porn and OnlyFans isn't my end all. Like I want to do something else.
Okay. So
That sounded so like, okay. You're not going to do it.
Maybe you
Anyways.
could combine the vet tech and the porn somehow into like a.
Slutty vet tech.
Oh my god.
Get stuck in the x-ray machine.
Dude, I'd probably have a scene like that knowing how
That's
things
what I was
go.
thinking for sure.
so when are you planning on finishing this vet tech stuff?
I don't know. I want to give myself like 4 years.
4 years of porn,
No, of school.
which would be 4 years of porn.
Which would give you, what, bachelor, doctorate?
No, in the vet tech, like I'd finish that, but like doctorate would be if I did full veterinarian.
So you were going to do a bachelor's
Yeah.
in vet
So
tech.
you don't think like in your mind, like you're not thinking, okay, I'm going to become a vet, and then a client would show up with their dog.
And want to fuck me.
And then no, I mean, I'm sure they would want to fuck you, but like also, like, you know, a husband and a wife shows up, and the husband is just like looking at you like, oh, like I've seen this girl's.
I feel like that's not uncommon.
Scenes.
Like
That's
every
not
porn star has a life
uncommon, like,
outside of porn.
Yeah.
A lot of them are married and have kids and lives outside of it.
No, I mean, I'm sure if you like go to the grocery store
But
and
what's
see
the
a porn
difference between
star is
being an
different.
actress? Like, what if Emma Stone goes out and like is seen at the grocery store, and then somebody's like,
It's different than if you're like the vet that they just showed up to like get their dog fixed, and you're like, oh, this is the same
I feel like a
person who
lot
I've
of porn
been
stars
jerking
use
off
the
to.
industry to make those, you know, extracurricular, just like that other part of your life possible. Especially now, like there's a lot of other porn stars that I've met, at least a lot of girls that are doing this to support them through school.
Like except Kim Kardashian, I don't know a single porn star who's like a lawyer, doctor, or like an engineer.
I've also never seen Kim K in any of her cases, so.
Well, she's not
Did
a
she
lawyer
continue to
technically
pursue
yet.
that? I know she passed the bar, but did she just pass? Like, that's the thing, is like you would actually do it. You would, like, I don't give a shit about it. Not saying that Kim hasn't, but like we haven't. Did she actually take anything to court and like defend anybody's cases for anybody to even be able to say, oh my god, like Kim Kardashian was my lawyer? Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, that is a good point. Maybe
versus like, oh my god, Ali Summers was my veterinarian. Like, oh my god, you know.
Who's Ali Summers?
That's my porn name.
Oh, that's your porn name.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. What's your porn name?
Katarina DeVille.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
but just
that is
Kat.
your porn
Yeah.
name. Okay.
Like Cruella DeVille.
Actually, yes, but so funny story.
She hates dogs, and you're gonna be a vet tech someday.
My villain era story is the fact that I absolutely love Cadillacs. So my like name on everything has been Cadillac Coupe forever, and I really like DeVille's. So I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be Katarina DeVille, Cadillac Coupe. Cruella's car wasn't even a DeVille; it was a Panther. It's a British Panther. It's not even a Cadillac.
So I know you were dating someone.
When? I've dated a lot of people.
Oh boy.
Which one?
Well, let's go over the most toxic to the least toxic.
Okay, I have most toxic in my head.
Okay. You don't have to name the person, but
No, I'm not going to.
yeah, sure. So how long was it? What happened? Why was he the most toxic?
I think it was like a year to like year and a half, maybe 2 years of just like straight talk. So he was also like kind of in the industry. He was a photographer, and I would be trusting of him shooting other girls. But little did I know he was fucking all of them. And
Oh yeah, I forgot you have this weird thing with regards to open relationships while you're doing porn.
yeah, that's because I can separate work from pleasure. So.
Yeah, but I just don't understand that. Like,
If you're not getting
What?
paid
What
for
are
it,
you
don't
guys
do
saying?
it.
I'm confused.
so she does porn.
Okay.
Or like OnlyFans. Well, at the time she was doing OnlyFans, but she has this thing where she like she was upset because the guy that she was dating
Because
was
it
fucking.
wasn't discussed beforehand. Like, we weren't in an open relationship. That wasn't talked about.
So he was okay with you doing porn, basically.
I mean, I was doing porn with him. We were filming OnlyFans together.
Oh,
Yeah.
Gotcha. You weren't fucking anybody else.
No.
Gotcha. Okay.
No, I
So he
mean,
just
like,
straight up cheated.
yeah, straight up cheated.
So he was filming other people, which you thought he was doing, but then he was also filming. But he was having sex with them after, like, off camera.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I mean, it could have been on camera too. I really don't know, but there was a lot of red flags that I ignored and I should have paid attention to.
Like what?
Like, he still lived with his ex.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah, that's a huge red flag.
That's a really big red flag. And then, like, him and his ex were, like, friends, which I was cool with, whatever. But then, because they were in an open relationship before, they had their former unicorn come over. And then I get a call.
Explain what that means.
Oh,
for
a
people.
unicorn is like a third.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, they would fuck her and together, whatever. Right. And she was a really nice girl. I had met her before. But I guess she had came over and they had, like, fucked, whatever. Slept in the same bed, which I was told by him he slept on the couch. But it's crazy because I got a call from his ex being like, I'm so sorry this happened. Like, he was sleeping in the same bed as her. I just think you should know. And then later on, like, I, of course, forgave him because I was delusional. But she hit me up later and was like, I was drunk. I'm sorry. I don't know what I was saying.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, no, I know that was real, but...
You're just regretful of what you said now. So, or, like, regretful of what you did and said. So she was like,
right,
oh, no,
right.
I was just drunk. Like, yeah, blame it on... Like, drunk people can't make their own fucking decisions.
So how did you find out about the other girls that he was having sex with?
I found out, like, after
you broke up. Why?
Ended.
What was the reason that you guys broke up?
I was just done with him. He was an asshole. He was, like, an actual narcissist is his whole personality. He was really mean to me. He would, like, belittle me, like, talk down on me. And then when I'm not comfortable around somebody, I don't really talk much. Like, I'm very quiet. And so I didn't realize that he made me so uncomfortable that I would never talk around him. So he literally, like, look at me sometimes and be like, talk. Why don't you say something? Don't you have anything to say? And, like, so mean to me. He was a horrible person.
But you don't realize it until afterwards.
You don't realize
like,
until
wow,
after.
I didn't have to accept
also, I
that.
had, like, an ex-best friend that he was, like, fucking her on the side when we weren't friends. It was just a whole thing.
The person that we know?
No.
Oh, somebody else.
Somebody else. Yeah.
Interesting stuff. Okay, and then so you stopped dating him, and then the next person.
Who was the next person? I think that one. Okay, yeah. Next person, I fucked up. I was a shitty person.
What happened?
Well, I was working, and I wasn't really being honest about it.
About doing porn.
He knew about that part, but I was, like, doing other types of work.
Oh,
and he didn't know about that. And I lied to him about it, like, blatantly fucking lied to him.
Like he said, are you doing this? And you said no.
Yeah. And it was horrible. Like, I feel so fucking, like, to this day. Like, I've apologized to him many times. And we're cool, we're cordial now. But, like, that was fucked up.
So what made you guys break up?
He found out. And I couldn't.
How did you find out?
I couldn't take accountability and own up to it. So I broke up with him and ran away from the situation.
He found out by, like, checking your phones and stuff, or?
No. He found out because other people knew about that work. And word of mouth. Also, my best friend at the time told him.
The one that we know.
Nope.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah.
There's only 3. Those I've already spoken about all 3. There's only 3 girls that I don't fuck with. And that was one of them.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So, okay, so that ends, and then was that the last one that you've
No,
dated?
my last serious relationship moved really quick. I moved in within a month of knowing him, and we only lasted for 3 months, but that was crazy. He was 42, I was 21, which I don't care about an age gap. Like, I usually date older guys.
Sure.
But he, like, love bombed me, and so he would give me gifts, and, like, I would, I love gifts. Like, I was just flourishing in it. And then when it actually came down to like the financial situation, like he told me I didn't have to work and he would take care of me and I can go to school, I can do whatever I want to do. But when it actually came down to, okay, well, if I'm not working, like I need to get some sort of income, so like would an allowance work every month? And so he said yes, and then couldn't commit to it. And I was like, okay, well now like this is getting scary because he's having kind of like full financial control over me. And I didn't like that feeling. Like I need to have my own thing going on.
So then you broke up.
We broke up because during Christmas time he offered to get me my dream car and I accepted. I never asked for a damn thing from this man, but he offered it. And the check, I get a call from the dealership, the check bounced. And I asked him about it and he's like, oh, I have money coming through, like don't worry about it. He only paid 10 grand of the 25 grand down payment.
Okay.
Which is also a lot of money. But I broke up with him because he wasn't being truthful about his financial situation. If we had sat down and had a talk and he'd been like, hey, this is what's going on, this is what I can afford, this is how much debt I'm in, we could have worked it out. But you were dishonest and hiding shit from me. I don't fuck with that. I need honesty in a relationship.
So you weren't upset that he didn't pay. You were upset that he didn't tell you what was going on.
Exactly.
While having control over her finances.
Right. And like, if we can't afford something, don't get it. I don't need these fancy things from you at all. Like, I just need you. But like, don't offer these things and put us in a financial rut if we can't do that. So yeah, I left him.
So, but while you guys weren't living, because you were living together for 3 months, was it like you didn't notice that there was financial situations going on?
There was actually, no, because there was a lot going on. He was a whippet addict. So he actually passed out at work and hit his head and got a brain injury.
Oh, shit.
So we were going through like doctor's appointments every month, like brain scans. Like there was so much going on that like little like financial things like that. It wasn't even like my focus was him getting better. It wasn't like
what's going on.
What's actually going on.
What did he do for a living?
What did he do?
Yeah.
He was in the car business.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That's ironic.
Yeah.
Interesting stuff.
I know.
Interesting stuff. Okay, so that was your very last one.
That was my like very last serious relationship, yeah.
And so you guys, okay, so you haven't been in a relationship since you were 21-ish.
Like 22, yeah.
22. So the past year.
Yeah.
Is that by choice or you just like not meeting? I'm assuming you're dating.
It's by choice. Like I've like dated a few people here and there, like like talking stages kind of, but they never really went anywhere. I'm very picky now and selective because I'm terrified of love. It's also very hard for me to accept love.
Sure.
So I got to work on myself before getting into a relationship.
That's a very good plan.
Yeah.
For sure. Kat, what disastrous relationship are you in?
I like my relationship. I think that we're just in different times in our life. Like I just got into
currently.
porn. Yeah. He works a lot and I work a lot, and we're also really new. Me and my relationship, we're really new. There's never like there's no hiding what I do or what he does at all. And that could be a strain in the back of his mind, but it's also like I'm super open and upfront about it. But we, under certain circumstances, had to move in really early, so it's just putting a little bit of a strain on like me trying to get my own place because it wasn't like us moving in long term. But no, I think that we're fine. It's just we're both super stressed right now. It's like trial and tribulation. Like nobody's doing anything bad. We're not toxic.
Are work.
Yeah, we're not toxic. It's just like, okay, I need my own place so that I can flourish because I'm also doing a lot in my job and he does a lot in his job. And he's like trying to get his own place as well. But
you're not toxic.
I feel like I have been before, but
before you've been toxic. In like previous relationships.
In a previous relationship, I feel like, but I don't think it was ever on purpose. I think that there was a younger me that didn't understand why I was being the way that I was. But I'm just I'm very giving. Like I do a lot. Like I don't know. I got told recently that like I almost do too much in a relationship, which is odd.
What do you mean?
What's for me?
Right, like I'm huge on like I want to cook for you. I want to do things. I want to go out. Not like we don't have to go to clubs or anything, but just like let's go on date nights or
quality
like,
time.
That is my love language wholeheartedly, and acts of service. And the guy that I'm with, he's very like low maintenance. He works 50, 60 hours a week, and I get that he's tired and stuff. But it was like, okay, I know that you're tired and I want to cook for you, but you can't tell me what you want me to cook for you, or you don't want to go to the store and like find something. He's like, oh, I don't know. And then one day he was just like, I'm tired when I come home. Like, I don't want anything. I don't want you to do anything. Like, you're doing a little too much. And I was like, I'll never do it again. But that's also like, it doesn't have to mean that it's a toxic thing. Well, let me explain to you what's happening. We're very different in the ways that our energies are. Right. Like, I'm very up there, want to do for her. I'm also up a lot at night, and he works all day long.
So he just wants to sleep.
So what's happening is he doesn't want a nagging woman. And I think what transpires in this situation is that you want attention and you want to do something nice and you feel that it's not being reciprocated or appreciated.
Yeah, it could be.
And so the way that you're probably approaching the situation is like, hey, like in a certain way might be a little attacky. And he's like, well, you know what? Like, don't even fucking do anything because like I don't want to deal with this whole situation while I'm like preoccupied with other stuff.
Yeah, no, I can get that, and I won't say that might not be an option, but there's also only so much doing and waiting and asking that I'll do for you to finally let me do for you like I want to do.
Well, I mean,
to the point where like now I'm like waiting, and you know, it's weird.
I a little bit understand certain aspects of it. But I've also stopped
speaking on it because also like, what if I am being naggy? But then it's gonna also look like distance.
Right. So that's where understanding comes in, because like, for example, if I'm working and if I said, hey, I'm gonna be super busy, like I don't want to be interrupted, right? Which does happen a lot. Like when we work, and if you're trying to get something done, you need to be very focused on the task. And so, especially when you have a lot going on, if you have your own business, it becomes a lot more difficult. And the fact that if like my girlfriend or my wife or whatever texted me and she's like, hey, what do you want for dinner? That's the last thing that I want to even think about. Like, I don't want to think about it. Right. It's a lot easier for me if I didn't have somebody trying to cook for me to just like go home and then just like order something on like Uber Eats, or like to go to a restaurant and just pick up food, whatever's on the menu, than to try to come up with like, oh, like, do I want this? Do I want this? And like, oh, get this. And then there's like all these like conversations going in between. Right. And there would be a massive difference of appreciation if you just like knew what he liked and then just went, got the stuff, cooked it, and he came home and then it was just on the table. No conversation needed, no interruption, nobody's annoyed, and then you'll get appreciation most likely after that.
Yeah, it could be.
So
but I know.
Which I get your perspective. You're like, hey, like I'm trying to spend time with you. Like that's what it is with a lot of women who like quality time and acts of service, is that you really value trying to do things together. You really appreciate the fact that like, oh, there's this, the person that I love, that I want to do something nice for, is like giving me his input. And that even makes it nicer. But under those circumstances, it's very difficult, because if he's trying to focus on his work, whatever it is, and he's stressed out, about 100,000 things, that's just not something that he could afford at that time.
Then that should be talked about, and we should make sure to do the things that we can't afford to do.
And the reality of it is people are not self-aware enough in order to recognize it. And so it takes multiple trials and errors and just going through, making mistakes and losing relationships to realize, oh shit, this is why I felt this way.
I definitely think that after we move back out, like I said from the get-go, I was like, I don't want to live with you. And again, we only made the decision because I was like moving out of something. I was like kind of in a rut. I think that just based on our differences, if I do finally move out and I can have more time for me and not feel like I owe this person these acts of whatever, and have him to do his time, either it'll work for the better or it'll you know, maybe we just need ultimate space. Like, I don't know.
Right.
But I definitely think that after the move out happens and we do have all this time to focus on ourselves, you know, what'll happen is supposed to happen. I think that going backwards a couple of steps and enjoying and appreciating, just like getting to spend those days that we are off to like go on dates and do something will make us appreciate it more than like, you know, I'm working all week, you're working all week. Like, I feel like we need to do something. You know, like let's spend our day off together versus like, you know, I'm at my house all the time and he's at his house all the time. It's like, hey, I finally have a day off and I'm stress free. Like, let's go do something together.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like going back a couple of steps to that style of dating could be extremely beneficial.
Sure.
Because anytime that I do live with a partner, I'm full wife mode, and it does make me feel neglected to not like get it back.
Right. Yeah.
So like I completely agree with what you're saying, but it's also like I'm mature enough to be like that could be true.
Right.
Yeah.
But I also crave something that maybe he can't give.
Right.
And that's okay too.
Yeah.
Only separation and like going back a couple of steps will tell.
Yeah.
So.
It does sound like you guys moved too quick for something that you crave and he can't, obviously based on what you said, like he can't give you. And so it happens so fast that the tension that you guys have is sort of destroying the connection.
It's definitely like battling right now.
And so you need to reduce that tension as much as you possibly can. So then you could just go back to square one and be like, okay, let's get to know each other again.
That's what I want to do. And I think that's going to work out really well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were talking about that too before. We were like, we just need to like I called it. I was like, I know that
You
if
called
we
it from
move
the
in
fucking
together,
beginning.
it's gonna feel like exactly what you explained. And then I was just like, I know this is gonna happen. I knew it's gonna happen. And then it happened. So I'm like, we have to
separate.
We are two very separate people doing very separate things, and it's just not in either of our best interests to combine our lives right now. Like, it's just not.
Yeah.
But it sucks that like we couldn't make it like a smooth transition anyways. But not everything in life is going to be a smooth transition. So if it does work out after the plan of moving out, which I have high hopes for it, but I'm also not a hopeless romantic. It's if it doesn't, and it's just like, because you know, some things that are said and done during this period are said and done. Like there's been bickering, there's been words said, there's been, you see parts of another person when you live together that quickly that maybe you did and didn't know that you were or weren't gonna like. So, you know, those things will always be there.
Living with someone changes fucking everything.
Yeah. And I've lived with most men that I've been with, because like just the Southern tradition is marriage, babies, split income, white picket fence, get a dog, all of that. So I knew when I came out here that wasn't something I wanted to do this time. And then just it being kind of the only option financially sucked, but it's gonna, hopefully it'll be okay. And if it's not, it's still okay.
Right. I mean, sounds like you're learning from this experience, but I'm a huge advocate when it comes to compatibility. Do you think that you guys are compatible?
I would always like to say that I think we are, but I also don't want to use me being upset in any reason to say no. Like just because me being upset about our current situation doesn't mean that we aren't compatible. There was some kind of compatibility for us to have gotten together in the first place. And it definitely hit off really well. Super energetic, but again, both of us going through things mentally could change a lot of that, you know, like I wouldn't have got with him if there wasn't any compatibility from the start, but I also think now I'm reserving myself because I'm hurt, and I think he's reserving himself because he sees me reserved. So it's like it's hard to, it feels like a forced spark for me sometimes. But also, who's to say that when you just take it back a couple of notches and stop like trying so hard for something, it could just rekindle itself.
But there are different categories of compatibility. And the thing about what you said in this particular scenario is that when you talk about, for example, there wouldn't have been a connection if we weren't compatible, right? That compatibility is usually attraction. And so in that scenario, that compatibility is needed in the very beginning stages, because that's what determines whether you're going to be able to be with somebody or not. However, there are other categories of compatibility that you need to have in order to have a long-term relationship. That's why, for example, one night stands right? There's most of the time not other categories of compatibility. That's why they don't end up being a relationship. Relationships that are forced are pretty much like that. There are certain categories of compatibility, but the main ones are not there, and that's why they end after a while.
I think that our current lifestyles are proving to not be compatible, but I think as individuals, we are. But there's also a huge factor. It's just like what we're doing in our lives right now, which does put strain on each other when you're forcefully in each other's face all the time. Like, there's higher chances of things working out when you take your time versus like now, we've only been together 3 or 4 months, and it had to move extremely quick. And it only really, I don't even want to say it declined. It just really kind of only got tough when we lived together. And I like I said, I think that just our life, like, I don't know. I don't want to speak negatively. Like, I don't want to speak as if like I want it to end or as though like it's not working. I just think
but
right
objectively,
now is, like,
there's a way to be objective about whether or not you are compatible with someone without having anger, without having any emotional attachment to it. Which is, for example, your love languages. That's one category of compatibility.
And I don't think that he's very like touchy.
Right. So, for example, if his physical touch is number 1 and yours is 5, it's tough to say that you're compatible at that point. If your number 1 is quality time and his is number 5, right?
I just don't think that he has the time for quality time.
Sure, that could be true. However, again, it might not even be something that he values.
Yeah, that's true.
And again, there are, and then there is receiving love language and there is giving love language. And so one of the categories of compatibility is how willing is this person to meet and compromise for what is my receiving love language, where then he would have to compromise for his receiving and would be giving me. So if you realize that those things are not matching and there is no compatibility, or for example, your mindset when it comes to how you see how you see the world, and how a person would be willing to compromise or not, that's another category of compatibility. These things are extremely important to find out, and especially if you're trying to spend your time with someone, and I genuinely think that time is invaluable, and if you're wasting it with somebody that you shouldn't be with, then you're just forcing something based upon the one category of compatibility, which is attraction, and that never really lasts long anyway. And then you're just ending up with years of wasted pain, for answers you already had. So because at a certain point we're not even learning anything anymore.
Yeah.
At a certain point, we're just prolonging the inevitable. And is that really worth it, is the question. So I don't have the answer because I don't know him. I don't know you, I don't as well as, I would be able to really give anything that would be constructive. However, I do think that these are questions that, and you seem to be someone who wants to grow and wants to do the right thing for herself. And you're not afraid of kind of taking a risk, and you're trying to work hard at something and like make it work. And that's really admirable. A lot of people don't do that. A lot of people are like, you know what, fuck it. I'm out. I'm not getting what I want. Fuck you. Yeah. So it's amazing that you're actually trying to work at this, because especially people your generation are like, just like, oh, I've got like 100,000 other options here. Like, fuck this. So I really appreciate that about you. But also, maybe, that also could be your downfall. The fact that you are trying to work hard at something that it just isn't good for you, or it's not even maybe that it's not good for you. It's just not even going to work because you're not compatible simply.
It's like pros and cons.
Right.
Just gotta weigh them out.
Exactly. So I really do hope you find the answer you're looking for.
I figure it out always, no matter what.
Sure.
We always figure shit out.
We all do. That is very true.
And not everything is a lesson. Not everything is just meant to be there.
Sure.
And I feel like going into it, whether it sucks or not, like as long as you learn something, no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
Or even if you just go into something knowing that regardless I'm learning, it's a lesson. It makes understanding whether it works or doesn't work easier. Like, you know, I still teared up and like, you know, but it's also nothing I've never heard before.
Right.
But it's just like, I know I'm going to learn something either about myself or the other person regardless. And I'm accepting of whatever that is.
Right.
That's just how the universe works.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It does nothing. It's not meant to hurt me. It's not malicious. You know, the universe isn't trying to punish me. You're learning something no matter what is going to happen.
You're living life, yeah.
And I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Final question has nothing to do with anything other than the fact that we just asked it. Is the green bubble a red flag?
The fuck is a green
What is
bubble?
a green bubble?
You get a guy you get his number.
Oh, yes.
Oh, Android?
Yeah.
Android, yeah.
Don't you have an Android?
I do.
We were texting you how to get here?
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
Not a red flag. It is a red
It
flag.
is a
I
red
mean, it's
flag.
like
Unless they let you know, like, hey, I don't have an iPhone.
Uh-huh.
Like, okay, cool, whatever.
you mean you can't FaceTime, but like otherwise, like it's their phone and they bought it for their own reason. I don't
Zoom.
give a
There's
shit.
a million other ways to FaceTime.
Yeah, you can download a lot of third world apps to FaceTime people.
Yeah.
So wait,
Also,
it
in
is a red flag or it's
100,000
not?
different reasons.
She already said it is.
But
It
no,
is.
wait,
It
no,
is
she's allowed to
It is
change her
in the
mind.
sense
That's
that
so
like
silly.
they don't let you know, like say
Why
you
does somebody
meet
have to let you know what cell
Exactly.
phone
Why
they
would I have to
Because
let
that's
you know?
sketchy. It's
because
sketchy.
I feel like most people do have it, so it's like, oh, by the way, I don't have an iPhone, so we can't FaceTime.
iPhone
Because
is
my
just
thing is,
unrealistically
when I
expensive,
first
too.
talk to someone, I like to FaceTime. I like to see face-to-face talk on the phone.
Yeah.
So like if they're like, oh, I can't because I don't have an iPhone,
But then also,
rather than just
yeah.
like avoiding the whole thing.
That's
You know what I mean?
Weird.
I don't know what you mean. I don't know what the fuck
Because
you're
you have
talking
an
about.
Android.
Oh,
But no, like I had no problem messaging you being like, oh yeah, we're on the way or what. Like
yeah, like
just because it's green. Like it's
yeah, it
weird.
was fine.
Now, if somebody previously does, like if somebody you know does have an iPhone and it pops up green, but then it's like, oh, either you ain't got service or you block me, bitch. But like, then it's,
But if it's
but no, if it's always
green,
green,
it's
I don't.
even
That's
worse.
that's so weird.
But isn't it like
I
Why
feel
is
like
it fucking
for-
weird? It's a
For
phone.
the people I have dated with green text, I usually just message them on a different app.
As the girl who grew
Yeah,
up with a
just on
fucking
WhatsApp.
LG
Yeah.
K20, the
Yeah.
whack-ass, trappiest little Android phone, that's so funny. I don't know.
you gotta like download Telegram? Oh, Telegram.
No, I had the like.
I think my first
had,
phone was
I had
a
all
Samsung.
Androids. I didn't get an iPhone until like high
It
school.
was.
Not even
No,
like
a lot,
after
a
high
lot
school.
of people, you know, as kids they have Androids and then they grow up and they get an adult phone.
Yes.
You know? Yeah.
An adult.
But mine
phone.
was still like a smartphone. It had parental controls all over it, but like mine was like a Android Samsung is my first phone.
So well that did
I didn't
for
even
you.
have Samsung. My shit was LG. Doot-doot-doot-doot. Like
Well-
that's what mine was.
The Android. Did you guys hear about this a couple years ago? There was like, if you're on a plane, they're like, hey, make sure you don't plug in your Android
Zach,
because it might
Jesus
start on fire. I'm dead serious.
hell?
I was on
Okay,
a
tell
plane.
my iPhone 13 that's hot as shit every time I just turn it on for no reason.
Or it's in the sun
Like, it's
for like
gonna
5
blow up.
minutes and it fucking
Like this is the
overheats.
14 and
My shit overheats.
but my
It still
old
works
one, I'll
just
turn on
great.
my 13
Every
and
time,
I'll
it
like
works
go look
fine.
at pictures of it and the whole back of it's like gonna expand
I was
and pop
doing
out the back.
therapy in my
I've
car,
never had an Android
and
before.
like through the windshield, the sun was shining on it a little bit. 20 minutes into my therapy call, my phone fucking overheats. Call ended, no service. Bye. Phone's useless.
The fact that this conversation turned into shitting on your iPhones is just like fucking comical to me.
Yeah, no, because what
don't
is
overheat your iPhone. Like, what do you mean? It's not. That's an easy problem to solve. Like, turn on the AC in your car.
It was on.
it doesn't even matter.
It doesn't even matter. That shit just
Also-
turns
Yeah, I've
hard.
never had this phone overheat
let's
in my
talk
life.
about the camera controversy because iPhone has a good front camera, especially for like on Snapchat or something. But God forbid you're out and about and you want to get a quality video of something, it has to be Samsung. It has to be an Android.
No.
Absolutely.
You zoom in at a concert on this piece
No.
of
I
shit and you're getting nothing.
I don't know about
Nothing.
that.
If you have a Samsung, you could zoom in a mile away and see somebody picking
Oh,
their nose.
zooming
Every
in.
time he
Full
sends me a
quality.
video,
Full
I'm
quality.
like, is that a party or is it World War II footage? I can't tell
You
the difference.
literally don't know what you're
Like,
talking
it looks
about.
the same. It's like these fucking
They're-
shaky,
look it up on
grainy
TikTok. Like
shit.
there will be videos of people at concerts and they're taking a video with their iPhone. They're like waiting for somebody with a Samsung to drop the vid, like waiting now, because you get the best quality like zoom ins.
Yeah, but who cares about zoom? Why use? Who needs a zoomed in picture?
I did it the other day.
I never used.
Zoom.
If you go to a concert and you're not in the pit and you like want, and you're like stuck far back and you want to get a good quality,
no,
so you got better tickets.
Listen to me. Multiple
times.
Also,
as a blind person, when I go to a food restaurant, I have to zoom in on the menu
Maybe
to be able to see it. If I don't have my glasses, you shut the hell up.
iPhone to zoom in.
No, you can't. No,
but
you
it's
can't.
the point that the quality is just so much better.
A couple of nights ago, I was down the
Only
street.
on camera quality.
I was 2 blocks down the street. I was trying to see what the permit restrictions were up on the other side of the road. 2 blocks. I literally zoomed in.
That's so
And
nice.
Took a picture.
How
and
lazy
saw
are you? Fucking
to walk 2 blocks.
steps.
2 blocks.
But if I can, just
Like,
take out
it's
my
just
phone
convenient.
and zoom in.
Yeah, so if you ever
because
see
I'm
me in
that
and out and I'm like-
motherfucking good.
looking for the double,
so
like
dumb.
don't say anything.
I think I need a new prescription on my eyeballs again because I be squinting still.
I can't.
I was
vision.
I was in
like-
Washington D.C. on the 25th floor of the hotel room, and my car was parked on the street, and I didn't know what the meter time was that was like running out, what the restriction was. Zoomed in on the sign.
I can one up
Easily.
you. I can one better you.
Oh,
One
God.
time, my car, I was like, I don't know how much time is left in the meter. I'm up in this building. The elevators take long to go down there. So I use my iPhone and zoom in, and then I remember I have an iPhone and I can just afford the parking ticket. Who gives a fuck? I'm not a broke
I'm
fucking
dead.
person with an Android.
I'm fucking dead.
Oh
Okay, but
my
like iPhone doesn't
God.
have those cool pins.
iPhone doesn't have retarded emojis that look like they're melting.
Okay, the emoji battle I get. I understand the emoji battle, but again, my
What are you,
argument,
3
my
years
only
old?
defense
I don't
was
want
the
my
camera quality in
ADD
Android is
emojis
amazing.
that look like they have Down syndrome.
The camera quality, I'm fucking dead. That's funny. Did I not say something? We were looking at something
It's
else. True.
true.
Stupid ass emojis. I do appreciate an iPhone's emojis, but again, that's not the problem. Camera quality. Why do I have 3 fucking? I have 2 on this one. Why do I have multiple cameras and I still can't see shit? And why does it look like a pixelated box ass TV from 1990?
It looks like
you have to
Roblox.
change your settings. My shit looks great on my iPhone every time.
What do you
I
have?
Just the normal one.
He has
Which one is
he has
that?
the 15. I
No,
think.
which camera? Which phone is it?
XL.
Is it the 14 or
13,
the 15? That's a
14,
15.
large.
I'm not sure.
He has the 15. He just got the new
So
one.
you're so rich you don't even know which fucking camera you have because I know exactly
my
which
God.
iPhone I paid
I know which fucking
$1,000
phone
for
I have.
that I'm still paying for.
Shattered.
I have 5 cameras on mine. There's 5.
And only 2 of them work.
If one of them runs out, the other one fucking
Those
takes
are-
over.
those are not-
I got this phone and like
Those
a
are not
month
cameras,
afterwards, my
so-
front camera has a big brown circle in it. Like what? I don't know what it is about iPhone camera, but the only thing that iPhone cameras are better on are Snapchat videos. I could point out an Android camera on Snapchat in a
Oh
heartbeat.
yeah. Oh yeah.
But like otherwise, if I'm like wanting to get a faraway picture like on the back camera, Android's back cameras are way better.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not just any Android. Like, please don't get the LG K20 that I had in 2017. But like the updated
You know,
new
the Samsung
Galaxy,
Ultras.
yeah.
Yeah,
they've
those
definitely
are
figured
great.
out their cameras.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for
I
sure.
feel like Android, you have to hack your own phone to be able to do things that normal
Also, have you
phones can.
noticed though, every time iPhone comes out with a new camera, they're just stealing other Samsung qualities? and,
Very
like,
true.
features?
Very
Nah,
true.
I doubt
Every
it.
They're
single
like-
time.
yeah, every
I doubt
time
it.
they just keep getting.
What do you
more
mean
things,
you
but
doubt
they
it?
can only
You-
get things that aren't like patented and like copyright number. They're like, oh yeah, we're gonna incorporate this. It's the newest iPhone
But even if
technology.
that's
And then
true-
every single time on Twitter, Android users are like, wow, Samsung already had this. Like you're just, it's every single time.
Even
a new
if
one
that's true,
releases.
wouldn't you want your phone to copy all the best shit and have even more best shit like blue bubbles that you guys don't have?
Okay, so so you're saying that if Samsung gave you blue bubbles and exactly like iPhone emojis, you'd go over there, or would you stay with this? Okay, another thing I do want to argue that Samsung doesn't do that Apple does is completely compatible with all other Apple products. That's something that Samsung
Well, that's if
hasn't
you have
done
Apple
yet,
products,
because
yeah.
there's so many different like computer systems that different Androids use. Like what is it, like the Marshmallow? I know it's a processor, right? And they're all called some candy shit.
Have you ever had
But Apple only uses one processor through all of their Apple devices. So they're
Yeah.
all
They're all
exactly
synced
the
up.
same. They're all synced. But different Androids, their processors, like I remember my old one was like Lollipop something. Like it's ironic. Like I swear to God, look it up. All different, all the Androids have different like candy name processors.
I would never.
Okay, those
buy
are not
a phone
processors, by the way, but
that's
yes.
operating system is called Lollipop. Just on principle alone, like regardless of the qualities of the phone.
God.
If your phone is called a
I know that fly's
Lollipop,
been eating you up.
I am never gonna buy that phone.
I swear I don't stink. I don't like. No, it's just probably only perfume I have on. I don't know. In the South, fun fact: mosquitoes love perfume and hairspray.
Or they just love your blood and scent.
Are you type O?
I don't know. Actually, I don't get bit by mosquitoes.
Oh, really?
They
Oh,
don't
okay.
like me.
They
That's
like
interesting.
me.
Oh.
Like gnats and mosquitoes, I've never really had a problem with them biting me.
I have a
Wait,
problem
so
with
if you like
gnats in my
Samsung
face.
so much, why do you have an iPhone? See, actions speak louder than words, you know. Actions
Because
speak
what
louder
I
than
was
words.
saying now, I have an Apple Watch now, and she gifted me with an Apple computer.
You have like a tiny fuzz right there.
Cat problems. I now have accumulated a lot of Apple products, and I like that they're all synced together.
I see.
But again, if I couldn't afford this, I'm okay with getting
No, I
an
agree.
Android.
If I
And
was
I'm
poor,
okay
I would
with
definitely
the
get an
green
Android,
bubble.
yeah.
That I am poor. I'm okay with that. You know, like this.
But you're not that poor. That you
poor
would get an
enough.
Android. I mean, that's like.
She's
Do you know,
LA poor.
honestly, a lot of Samsungs are the same price, if not more
That's
expensive.
what he tries to tell
But
me. Yeah.
It is.
I
My
do-
phone is more expensive than yours.
I like that
know,
all
it's
of
a big-ass
my
phone.
like if I'm on
Yeah.
my iPad, I can still get my same messages. Like I don't have to have, you know, an HP computer and my Apple phone and just a random different like, you know, iPad. Like they're all synced up on Apple. But like I only had Apple for like the past 3 or 4 years.
And like airdrop, like, oh hey, I'm gonna
Which I
airdrop
don't
everybody the pictures.
You can
know.
ask her every day. I'm like, oh, I don't know how to do that.
Oh.
I'm super new to Apple. Just for a couple years, she's like, yeah, you can just like change your camera
Yeah,
quality,
it's
or like,
really
hey, can you
easy.
like airdrop me, or like, hey, you know you have an iPhone, you can do that, and I'm like,
Because you've been so used to Samsung.
yeah, but you
for
could
so
do
long
that.
where you
But
can't
you could do
shit.
that between Samsungs too. I could airdrop shit between
Except you
Samsung
can't
that's
because
cool.
nobody
I
else
didn't
has a
know
Samsung.
Yeah. Yes,
So
it's
who
the
you gonna
same thing for
airdrop?
iPhones. You make it
we
sound like
couldn't
you're doing
airdrop
something.
Not
You
from
can't do
iPhone
it from
to
iPhone to Android,
You
no.
could
But you
just
know what
Dropbox
Samsung
that
has?
shit.
What?
You could
Google.
just Dropbox that shit.
Yes.
So does
Like,
iPhone.
no,
My
but
phone has
Safari,
Google too.
Safari also. I'm just not figuring out how to use Safari through and through. Like for the longest time, when I got my first iPhones, I was
prefer
like,
Google
I was downloading
Chrome.
like Gmail, and I still don't use my
Yeah,
Apple
I
email.
use Gmail on my phone too.
And you know what comes with it?
I like Gmail better.
Google Drive.
Yeah. Like I still have to use Google Photos and Google Drive and everything and put it on my iPhone.
No, but I have Google Drive on my iPhone.
Yeah, because you put it there.
Yeah.
Just like how this comes with Safari on your iPhone, but you'd have to put it on a Samsung phone.
But you can't even like half the stuff you can't even put on Samsung. Like you can't put
Like the
FaceTime
Google
on
Play
Samsung.
Store and stuff. Actually, you can. You can send links now. Like iPhone has
Easy, yeah.
has the send link to FaceTime, and I used to send it to my mom,
Oh yeah.
and they
Zach-
can answer. And the quality's the same.
It's
Like,
interesting because Zach talks a lot of shit for somebody who's not technologically savvy, and like it's just like he says shit that
iPhone is definitely equipped for dummies. Not saying that you're a dummy, but anybody can figure out how to use Apple. It's
Yeah,
really
I don't want my
universal.
phone like, oh,
It's
we gotta
really
solve
universal.
the Rubik's Cube
But
to fucking
most of
call
the
somebody.
best quality electronics are by like Sony and
But yeah,
Google.
some people like that.
And like Samsung, like they're like a lot of like the higher quality things are by an Android based
I've never seen one.
company.
I've never
yes,
seen
you have. I'm sitting right next to you.
Well, I wouldn't choose Apple for gaming or anything.
No,
like that.
I would
Apple's
never get-
terrible
no,
for
I'd
gaming.
never get a
I would
MacBook for
never
any of that.
buy like this fucking
Well,
$5,000
Apple doesn't have a
Mac.
game
like,
system, does
yeah,
it?
they have like a big ass like desktop processor, but I would never buy that to
No.
game. It's not made for gaming. It's made for like
Editing.
like
and-
For
editing
porn.
and things.
I guess
watching
if you want to
porn.
look aesthetically pleasing.
Yeah,
That's what Apple's
or
meant
like
for.
Photoshop and all that stuff.
Like
but
it looks cuter
I have
to have
a
an iPhone,
like pre-built
but-
PC. I don't have.
Well,
Apple.
Apple's
my
better
Game Boy
for like
background.
creatives, video editing, photo editing.
Yeah, yeah.
Android's better for like World of Warcraft, Dungeons and Dragons. all
Android
that
is
kind of
better
stuff.
for ultimate processing. Like, do you need to be able to
Right,
have 14,
right.
15 different tabs open and be able to
And
like
not
click
have
through
your
them
shit
fluently?
overheat.
Nothing's gonna get hot.
Android is like, I need 15
very much
tabs of Reddit
business.
open because I'm going on the Dungeon and Dragon forums and I have to
be
comment
like
on
that when
everybody's
you
Just
posts.
say that
Gaming,
you don't
okay?
know how to use Android processors. Like, what is your laptop? I bet it's a MacBook. You ever
Yeah,
try to
of
HP?
course.
They're great.
No, I tried. Okay, as much as I talk shit about Samsung
Shout out
phones,
Lenovo. Can I have one?
the
I
not
love them.
Mac computers are fucking horrible.
My MacBook sounds like a fucking
Laptops, I might
C-16
agree, but-
airplane going. I was like, every time I turn it on.
What do you have,
Yeah.
the 2009?
It's 2012. It was gifted.
Okay,
It was
my
the
buddy, my best friend has a I don't know if it's a Samsung computer, but it's not iPhone computer. And his computer literally, he
There's
would get
lots
these
of different
viruses
types
on
of
it.
computers.
He would have to leave it overnight running this antivirus for like
should
hours.
get
and
You
it's
should
still
do
not
that
good.
even on an iPhone. Anytime I get on the wrong porn site, my iPhone's like, we just protected you
I've
from 16
never
viruses.
got a
No, you
virus.
didn't.
My shit
Because
has
now
the
my fucking battery
vaccine.
doesn't stay on the way it's supposed to.
My shit got both of the boosters. Like my shit never
You
gets
should
sick.
always get an antivirus thing for your computer.
I've never got one. I never got a virus in my life.
Have you seen
He
your?
hasn't
You
visited
know
the
what?
sites
I'll show
we
you stuff later.
Dark web who?
That's funny. Thanks for
One time on your Apple computer that you gave me, I was like, I wonder how to get on the dark web. Just being fucking curious. It would not let me. I didn't know either. I couldn't figure it out.
Are you
Or
talking about
Apple is just like
incognito window?
absolutely. I know what that is.
Oh.
I use it often, especially on this phone, private. But no, I could not figure out at all how to get on the dark web. And I was like, I feel like if I was on an Android right now, it'd just put me right there.
Android, I think the entire web is the dark web.
Probably. It's way more fun.
You just go to fucking Internet Explorer on your phone, and then it's just the
And just
dark
type
web.
in dark web.
Yeah.
No, I like both. But I never use
I like the
never use-
Android for like maybe like a brick that you could just throw at people or something. if you
This
wanted
is
it
a
for that.
fucking brick. What do you mean?
No, but this is a useful.
I've
brick.
dropped my phone on my face multiple times.
This is
that
the
thing's
weakest
a brick.
brick. Also, why are they so fragile?
Really?
If I cut my eyes at it, the
You know,
screen's gonna crack.
I put this case on the first week of having it. It's a piece of shit spec. The whole back shattered.
Spec is supposed to
with
be
the
great,
case on.
though. No, Spec is supposed to be great.
Well, it's
though.
not because my shit shattered. With
No, you have a
this
glass.
the
Why are
first week of
iPhone backs glass? Whose genius idea
But why
was
did it
that?
shatter with the case on? That's
No-
fucked up.
Also,
Well, because your case is
when
also
your phone's
shitty,
hot
and
back
so
in the
is
day,
iPhone.
you know what you used
Yeah.
to do? Take the back out, take the battery out. Now this bitch will black out and you're fucked. You can't even take
How
it.
do you guys' phones overheat? My phone never overheats.
Maybe mine
like,
overheats
where are you
'cause
guys?
it's-
Are you
I
guys
don't know.
taking it into a sauna? Like, why are you
No.
guys' phones
No.
overheating so much?
No, it's also
Because-
very hot where I live. I live in the fucking valley. It gets 90 degrees outside. I'm outside tanning, and my phone, I'm like this, and it gets dark, and I can't
Apple
see
has
it,
like
and then
14
it overheats.
condoms on for one app, and it's like, I'm hot, I'm freaking out, it's tight, and then it can't do anything. It's like, calm down. I didn't ask you to rubber up that hard. Just take me where I want to go.
It is a shitty phone, as much as
It's
he
just
doesn't want to admit it.
it does a lot, and
unfortunately.
it causes itself to overheat. And I don't think that. Yeah, I don't know. But the emojis are great. Yeah.
Well,
I love those.
Just because I feel very generous, I'll we'll count you as obviously mine and count you as his, just so he feels good about his day.
Oh, we're talking about
One to one.
the Apple versus.
Oh,
we have like a
okay.
tally going.
Fair
yeah.
enough.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah,
we asked
me having
everybody
an
the
Apple
question.
only is recent.
I'm up by like
very
9
recent.
or 10, I think.
You wish.
I would have to
Like
tally
when I got
them
my
up again.
Apple, I deleted all of my Android pictures. I was like, they can never know. They can never know. The quality is very specific.
Well, thanks for coming on the show. You guys were amazing. Thanks for your
Thanks for
honesty
having
and
us.
openness.
Thank you.
Again.
Yeah, for sure. I know. We needed a reunion for sure. Thanks for watching. See you later.